And woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow! Wow! Woo! Woo! Welcome back to another episode of Convos with your mom's favorites with hosts Mo and Greg. I am Mo.
I am Greg.
And we are back. We are back with another episode for who?
The people.
Uncle G, how are you?
I am good, nephew. How are you doing?
I am doing great. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because we are in August.
Summer's almost over.
That part. That part. Right. That part. Summer's almost over. And we're about to hit September, which is good for me.
Yeah.
Because that is when I start preparations.
For Christmas, yeah, I know.
For Christmas.
I saw, and I think I sent it to you. I'm not sure if I did or not. But somebody had a countdown. They had a picture of Mariah Carey frozen in ice.
Yes.
And a countdown underneath her.
Sis is thawing out as we speak. We are getting ready.
God.
We are getting ready. I host Friendsmas every year. I have figured out the theme for this year's Friendsmas. And shout out to my dad for sending me, it was a meme, but the meme I am going to use as my invitation.
Okay, what does it mean?
Because this year,
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
I'll tell you after.
Okay, you don't want everybody to know.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to know.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Remind me. I'll tell
I'll
you
remind
after.
you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But yes, I'm excited for that. So, but yeah, we are here to talk about things and stuff.
And stuff and things.
And things and stuff.
And stuff and things. And things and stuff.
And
Let's do it.
I'm so grateful that, all of these things that we need to discuss are always happening when it's time
when it's time to do a pod. Yeah, exactly.
I'm so grateful about how this is all lining up.
Awesome.
It's the timing
Awesome.
could not be better.
Couldn't be better.
It couldn't be better.
And it usually is like right after the weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's just fantastic. It's just fantastic because one, I didn't even know this was taking place this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I found out kind of like the same way you did.
Yes. I just happened to be scrolling through Instagram. But for those who do not know, D23 was this last weekend.
Yes.
And to further explain for those who do not know what D23 is, D23, Disney has decided that instead of having their platform at Comic-Con, that they're going to do their own thing and have their own moment very similar to Comic-Con. And it works because Disney owns everything.
Yeah, exactly, because they own everything. It works.
Disney owns everything.
It works.
Yes, it works because it's not like we're just getting Disney things.
And and because you would think that with D23, is 23 the number that this is the 23rd time they're doing?
No,
this?
that's what the expo is called.
Oh, okay.
D23.
D23. You would think that because Comic-Con just happened, there wouldn't be too many people at D23. But if you watch any of the videos, the reveal videos and anything like that, the place was packed.
It was packed.
Packed. Stadium packed. And the people were going insane.
Yes, and I was like, but what could you possibly announce?
Exactly.
That wasn't just announced
At Comic-Con.
At Comic-Con. And boy, oh boy.
Yeah, I was like when you told me to start looking at, because I was blowing past it, not really paying it that much attention because I didn't really know what D23 was. But when you told me to start looking at it, I went back and I started looking at it. I was like, oh my god.
Yes.
I was like, I would have rather been there.
For sure.
I would have rather been there than Comic-Con.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Because so much was announced, right? I started writing it down.
There was
because I knew that there was no way I was going to remember
all of it. Good. I'm glad you wrote it down. Yeah.
That was announced. So we're going to just go through it. Everything that was announced at D23. The Incredibles 3.
Yep.
Is on the way.
It's on the way.
Here for it.
I'm
Moana
here for
2 is on the way. I am less here for it than Incredibles.
Yeah, than Incredibles.
But I'm still excited because Moana is coming back. Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
And I wasn't
really here for that one.
Here for it, right?
I wasn't really here for that one.
But
then I thought but when they showed what they were going to be doing, I was like, okay, I'm here.
Yes. Because I wasn't here for it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you ask me personally, Toy Story could have ended at 3.
3. Yep. It should have been done at 3.
Toy Story 3 was the perfect way to end Toy Story.
Yes. Yeah.
But like always, if you have a compelling story, I'm here for it.
Yeah. It's gotta be a good
It's got to be a good story, and I'm here for it. And now that they're bringing Toy Story into the modern age, where the toys are now struggling to find their place against technology, and streaming.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And I'm like, okay,
all
right.
That sounds exactly.
That
sounds interesting.
That sounds interesting
because that's going to introduce a whole new wave of different toys into the mix. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting.
Very interesting. Zootopia 2. Now I'm waiting to hear more about that.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, Zootopia was a one and done movie. I didn't think that there was much they could do. I thought. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the first Zootopia was bad. Mm-hmm. The first Zootopia was incredible. It was an incredible story about just inclusion, and if we're being honest, mirroring racism and racism, segregation, bigotry, all of that stuff.
Wow.
All of that was layered in Zootopia, but because it was animals, you don't really pay attention to that.
Attention to. See, now I got to go back and look at it again.
Yes. Look at it with those eyes. It is a fantastic story about everything. All of that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Zootopia was good. Frozen 3. For those who are, into that sort of thing. I watched the first one. I didn't watch the second one.
Me neither.
I had no real interest in watching the second. I only watched the first one to see what the hype was about.
Yeah, exactly. I watched the first one because I wanted to see what all the commotion was about.
Yes. So,
did I think it warranted a 2?
No. But again, I don't think the first one was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But apparently I am in the minority because it made millions and millions and millions of dollars. So fine, do whatever you want.
The only thing I really liked about the first one was the animation. I enjoyed the animation, especially when Elsa was demonstrating her powers. Yes. That part was dope. I liked that.
I like 2 things about Frozen.
What?
When it first came out, Let It Go.
Yeah, and the song, of course, Let It Go. The song
was just a fantastic song when it first came out. After hearing it 8 million times, not so much. It loses some of its intrigue when you've heard it so many times. And Olaf.
You liked Olaf?
I loved Olaf.
Okay.
So, those 2, greatest part of that movie. And all of the memes, all of the memes that came from Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Those 3 things, best parts to come from Frozen.
Okay.
But other than that, there's a Frozen 3, right? Oh, okay. Yeah. They've announced the next Avatar.
Yes.
Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Now, is Cameron doing?
Yes.
Okay.
He is directing all of these.
Okay. All right.
Because I think he got 6 he want to do. Uncle Greg, as long as they keep making billions and billions of dollars for him, he's going to keep doing it.
He's going to keep doing it. I got it. I hope the story is good. Because, again, the cast is coming back. Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
She's coming back.
Okay. All right, let's see what it's about.
Let's see.
You're going to see, maybe we're going to see fire blue people. Just like, this one was the way of water and we saw water blue people. Maybe, we're just going to go through all the elements, and then we're going to see ground blue people, and then we're going to see air blue people. Who knows?
Who knows? All right. Well, let's go on the ride and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm going to go see it. Also, we got a live action Lilo and Stitch is on the way. Now. Let me preface this by saying
Wait.
I detest all
Disney
live action films.
Yes.
But Stitch was way too adorable. I'm going to go see this movie.
I don't know if it'll transfer as him being adorable in live action. In live action, I'm seeing this thing as looking really creepy.
The little clip they saw, the clip of him because I saw like how the clip from D23 when they announced it, and like everything in the theater looked like it was going haywire. It looked like they were having technical malfunctions and the whole nine. And then he like burst through the screen.
Wait, there were small kids and start screaming and running for the exit.
No, it worked, right?
Oh goodness!
And I loved him.
Really?
The little and I love him already.
Really?
I love him. I want one.
I gotta go back and look at it again because I'm like I can see this. It could really go south.
Oh,
real
it can.
Quick.
Don't get me wrong.
It could go south real fast.
But they've done enough to get me to watch the movie.
To watch the movie? Okay, got you.
They've done enough to get me to watch the movie because Stitch was adorable.
I hope that carries over into the movie because if not, I'm thinking in my head, I'm not seeing adorable. I'm seeing really scary stuff
now
because I'm going back to let's go back to The Little Mermaid.
Yes.
You know, some of those things look really sketchy.
You're right, but that's just because they did a horrible job at translating the cartoon to to like live action, even though it's not live action because it's animated. Yeah. But they did a horrible job at translating how the characters looked.
Yeah.
There's a better way they could have done it.
Okay. So you think they've improved upon it?
I hope so.
I hope so.
At least for me, I'm not mad with how Stitch looks.
Okay.
In live action. I'm not mad at how the live action Stitch looks.
I didn't see that one, so I'll have to go back and look at it. In my head, I'm thinking, oh. I'll never, because I will never forget. We went to Disney World.
Okay.
And we took little Greg, and we went to Disney World, and one of the rides they had was a Lilo and Stitch.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And we got in line to go, and we were getting ready to go in, I think we had actually gotten in. He freaked out.
I know.
And exactly we had to leave. We was like, what's wrong? He freaked out. He was like, I can't go in there. I can't do it. I can't. He was really having anxiety over the whole thing. So we had to get out of line and go, and then we didn't go in.
Oh, I know exactly. I know exactly what Roger talking about because that was a redemption for me. Because before it was the Lilo and Stitch ride, it was a very different ride.
What was it?
Same premise. Like not much when in like terms of like animatronics and things like that have changed other than it used to just be like aliens. And like you were sitting in this chair and like that you were supposed to go see an alien. They were bringing an alien down and then somehow the machine malfunctioned and the alien got loose in the room with you.
That's what they did. He was
first time I saw that, holy crap. Screamed for my life. I held on to my father as if I was going to die. I felt like the alien was going to rip me from that seat. Now, mind you, we were all strapped in.
Yep. He was like, nope, not having it.
Oh, I know exactly what. And then I went back because I was like, yo, if we ever go back to Disney World, I'm going to conquer this ride. I'm going to sit through it. I'm going to be fine. But then I was upset because it was Lilo and Stitch and it wasn't the same thing. I was like, well, there goes the fun now. I can't conquer it because it's Lilo and Stitch. They've kind of dumbed it down. They've dumbed down the fear factor a little bit. But yeah.
Yo, he was like
nightmare fuel.
Nope, my son.
That ride is nightmare fuel.
Not going for it. He was like, nope. We was getting ready. We was like almost there, and he was like, we had to. Nope. He was like, no.
Yeah, no. That was a smart move on his part. I wish I had that same sixth sense about the ride the first time I went.
Yeah.
But Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
The live action.
Okay. What else they got?
They've, intrigued me enough to go see it.
Okay.
Also, they dropped the trailer for Snow White.
See, I didn't look at that one either. How's it look? Because it's like, does it look as good as Lilo and Stitch?
Back to my hatred for live action Disney films.
Come on, it's Snow White. But then, are they doing these 7? Because they're not calling them dwarves.
That's my first problem.
That's the first problem I had with it.
First problem is they're not doing dwarves. They're not calling them dwarves.
See, what did they call
Second
them?
problem is they didn't actually hire little people.
Yeah, they
to
didn't
play them.
exactly. They didn't. They did not. And even the little people. I'll say little people.
The little
communal people.
They were pissed.
They were pissed.
They don't get many roles in Hollywood.
They don't.
This is one that is guaranteed,
tailor made for
that
them.
There are 7 roles we gonna get hired for.
Yeah.
And why? Because they're quiet little people. That was the problem that they had with Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah.
Was the fact that they didn't actually use little people, but that they hired regular actors and kind of shrunk them down.
Yeah. Yep.
So why would you?
They hobbited them.
Yes. That's exactly what happened. So why would you take this opportunity from them again?
That sucks. I thought when they announced that they were doing that, I thought that really sucked because I was like, that's not really fair. That's not. If you're going to do the movie and you're going to do it live action, and here's the thing, there are little people, actors out there.
Yes,
they're out there and they're looking for roles.
Yes.
So here's the thing: why wouldn't you at least give them the opportunity? Give them the opportunity to say, no, we don't want that kind of role.
Don't make that assumption.
That assumption for them. That was not cool. I didn't think that was cool.
That at all. And I what's the name? I'm sorry. Chick.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're talking about Renee Ziegler.
Yeah, her.
That was another problem they had with the movie.
Yeah, because she's like, this isn't. Nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to save me.
But I think they picked her because I'm assuming it's a musical.
It is a musical. They will be singing.
And she will be singing.
Cool. But why are we trying to change the story?
Yeah. Yeah.
For what?
Everybody knows the story of Snow White. Come on. Why are you?
Okay, cool. You get it. Women aren't, damsels that need to be saved all the time.
Stop.
That's great.
Stop.
That is great.
Stop. And you know what? We got to stop doing that. I understand that. So then make movies like that.
Thank you.
Make movies like that, but don't take a classic movie that everybody knows the story of, and then we can't do that because it's no longer politically correct. We don't want women to think that there's a damsels in distress. No.
Political correct.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that because you take something away from the movie. Actually, it's not even the same movie after you do that.
No, so I don't want to see it.
No,
I don't want to see it.
I'm not
running to the movies to go see Snow White.
No, I'm not running. Even when they showed I ran through when I was running through different things, and I saw that they showed the trailer.
Yes,
right?
They did.
And I said, nah, I'm not even interested.
I watched. I
already had heard so much about the movie.
I'm like, I don't care for this movie at all.
I'm not even interested.
Don't care for this movie at all. Also announced Freakier Friday.
Yeah.
Which is the sequel to the beloved children's classic
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Who's
starring Jamie Lee Curtis
and
Lindsay Lohan.
Are they both
returning?
Are they really?
For Freakier Friday.
Okay.
Yes. Both of them are returning for Freakier Friday.
It would have to be, what is the story?
Right.
For me, it would have to be, okay, what is the story?
Honestly, it's going to have to be more than that for me because I never saw Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm still a 90s kid because I didn't see Freaky Friday.
I think Freaky Friday was more like a mother-daughter kind of movie, too.
No?
Mm-mm. No.
It wasn't.
It wasn't?
That's why I said I'm still a 90s kid because I didn't see Freaky Friday.
Really?
Yes. I was a beloved classic for all
children?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it would be more like a mother-daughter kind of movie.
It is that, but it's not just that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. It was. If you were a Disney kid, and I think that's part of it. I wasn't really like a Disney kid, and I didn't really watch a lot of like the Disney movies growing up. So that could be why I didn't see Freaky Friday. I didn't care to see Freaky Friday. Don't get me. I might watch it.
Yeah.
Because I'm intrigued to see how this is coming back. Because why are we doing a sequel?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think a sequel to Freaky Friday was necessary. But again, if you have a compelling story,
see, and that's what they didn't do. A lot of the things that they released, that they didn't really give you a lot of insight as to what the story was going to be. They did it for a couple of movies, but not, I guess for movies that are like really, really have not really are in the pre-production stage. They didn't really go into a lot. And that's smart
because you don't want to tell people stuff about the movie that you don't actually deliver.
Exactly, and then they have to end up changing stuff around.
Yeah, so that's coming out. They've announced Percy Jackson season 2.
Okay.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited because I
liked Percy Jackson. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah. I've been a fan of the series. When I heard about Percy Jackson, though, the movie was out. So we all know that if it's a movie coming out, if I hear that there's a movie coming out, the chances of me reading the book are 0.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually read the Percy Jackson series. But the movies that came out, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So, like, when the series came out, I was like, am I going to like this series? I actually did. The series turned out really great.
Now, I didn't see any of the movies. I'm familiar with the books. I didn't really read them. But I just watched the series. I just watched the series on a whim. I think what made me finally watch the series was you, because we were talking about it on a previous pod, and you said Edge.
Yes.
Edge was in it. And I was like, Edge is in this? I was
Yes.
like, okay, let me watch it. And actually, when I finally started watching, I was like, okay, this is a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was also announced. So I'm excited for that. Looking forward to that. And we got Marvel news, which was wild.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you were just at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You were right there.
It's like, why wasn't all this stuff? Yeah.
Like you were just at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Like, remember, because we just talked about it like 2 weeks ago, because Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom, whole big thing, kind of broke the internet for that weekend. Also, speaking of which, really quickly, it was confirmed that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Victor Von Doom and not a Tony Stark variant.
He's actually playing Von Doom.
He's actually playing Von Doom.
Okay.
Not a Tony Stark variant.
Okay, so they're doing something a little different then.
Yes.
Okay.
He's playing somebody completely different, so we can take that whole... I'm intrigued to see how he does it.
Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Because I want to see
you already had me, right?
Yeah.
I'm even more intrigued to see how he does
what he brings to that character.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
But they showed some more still photos from the Fantastic Four.
I know. I saw some of the stills, and I was like,
What'd you think?
I am still. You know what? Because they showed. They really didn't. They didn't really give you a lot. But they did show it, so it looked pretty cool. It looked a little interesting. They're doing something different, and I thought they were not going to do like an origin thing.
Right.
I thought they were just going to jump right into Fantastic Four here.
I hope they don't.
But they're doing an origin thing. But they're doing it a little different. It's like they're taking, from what I'm seeing, it looks like they're taking the origin, the real origin where they go to space, supposedly, and they're combining that premise with that bad Fantastic Four movie, because they're not talking about going into quote unquote outer space. They're talking about going into some interdimensional blah 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 crap. And already I'm like, See, already y'all not kind of like me. Yeah, already I'm having a problem here. I'm having a problem here. So again, and they don't really
asked you for that.
They don't really, yeah, exactly. So if you're going to do the origin, just do the origin, get it out the way real quick, and then
honestly,
give us
you don't have to do it.
No.
It's one of the beautiful things I loved about Spider-Man: Homecoming, and that we didn't get a how Peter got his powers.
Yeah, we didn't need.
We just already jumped into his story.
Yep,
and how things were happening for him.
Exactly. That's all, and that's all. Because at this point, unless you've been living under a rock, and have actually absolutely no knowledge of comic books whatsoever.
Being honest, unless you were born in the last decade.
Yeah, you're not. You're going to know. You know who Spider-Man is.
And like, unless you were born in the last decade, you've seen at least the really bad Fantastic Four movies.
Yes, you've already seen the other Fantastic Four movies. So it's like you don't really need another origin movie.
You don't.
That's like, no.
You don't need another moment for that.
No.
So,
just tell a story. Just give us a story. And they don't really show what the character. Well, they show the characters, but they don't really show them. They show you see the pre-characters.
Yes. You don't see their powers.
The power. Yeah. You don't see the post after the cosmic thing. You don't see that. And they don't show Galactus.
No.
They don't show Galactus.
That was a Comic-Con exclusive, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But that was announced. They really dove into Daredevil Born Again.
Yes. Which I am crazy excited
Which
about.
I am excited for because I was a fan of Daredevil when it was on Netflix.
Yes.
Right? But I didn't watch the last season.
No?
Because no.
Okay.
Because and I can explain why. It's because, right?
Uh-huh.
I didn't watch Iron Fist. I didn't watch Jessica Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I only watched the first season of Luke Cage.
Okay.
And I didn't watch The Defenders.
Okay.
And the third season of Daredevil took place after all of that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't watching. I had no interest in watching all of that just to go back to Daredevil.
Okay. I got you.
So I was like, you know what? Sorry.
And actually, the third season was really good.
That's what I kept hearing. But again, I wasn't
really good.
I wasn't.
It's because, and just case in point, it's because of the third season that they even would consider keeping this story going because of the third season.
I'm grateful.
Yeah,
I'm grateful because again, I really enjoyed Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah.
I'm happy at the fact that John Berthal is reprising his role as the Punisher.
Yes.
Grateful for that.
Yes.
What's my man? Kingpin. What's his name?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
DeFornio. Yes.
DeFornio. Yeah.
Yes. I'm very happy that because honestly, right? I haven't seen many Kingpins.
Yeah.
But he is the best one.
Oh God, yeah, he is. You know what? He's the best. He was the best king.
Like he's the best choice.
Yeah, because
for the role because
one, he looks the part, and two, he definitely has that edge.
Yes,
he had that edge.
He's believable in that he's really trying to be sweet when he likes you.
Yeah,
but there's something in him that just snaps.
Yeah.
And he will beat you until you are no more.
He will literally beat you to a pulp.
Yes.
You always see is like an undercurrent. It's like you always when you're looking at his face. No, actually, you can't really tell by his face.
No,
but it's like these little ticks.
Because he looks like a sweet giant.
Yeah, he looks like a big teddy bear. And no, but this teddy bear's got.
And then you find out he's a grizzly bear. And will maul you.
If you the scene that I always go to, and they even talked about it online, in Daredevil was when there was a Russian guy he was working with, and the guy stepped out of pocket, and he literally takes the guy, and he puts his head.
He beat him with that door.
With the door, that literally gave me chills, man. That part gave me chills. I was like, wow.
You see it again.
Yeah.
And Echo.
Yes.
When he beats up the dude in the alleyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
It's just like, because that just comes out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It just literally comes out of nowhere.
And it's like, he's like a more refined Hulk, right?
Yeah.
And that he's very calm. He gets angry.
Yeah.
But the moment he's finished,
he goes back.
To being cool, calm, and collected. Yeah. As if he never even...
Like it didn't happen.
Like it didn't happen.
Like you did not just crush this guy's skull.
Yes.
In the car door. You did not just beat this guy to death in the alleyway.
Oh, but yeah. I'm excited to see. Yes. And we get White
Tiger.
White Tiger.
Yes.
Thank you, because White Wolf is Bucky.
Yeah. White Tiger.
Yes. I think we didn't see more of, from what I was gathering, but they discussed more about the Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Which is it's cool. It's a movie. It's coming out.
Yeah.
I won't say that I'm excited about it, but when it comes out, I'm sure I'll watch it.
Is that going to be streamed, or is that?
No, that's coming out in theaters.
Okay.
That is coming out in theaters.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a thing. And in some Star Wars news, because again, Disney has bought everything.
Yeah.
They own Star Wars.
Yeah.
We got a year for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Okay.
That is coming out in 2026.
They are doing a movie.
They're doing a movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu.
And that's what they're calling?
What a title.
And that's what they're calling?
Yes.
Okay.
Had a whole Pascal
was playing the role. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Mandalorian and Grogu. Yeah.
Okay.
What a name. What a name for a film.
That's an ear catcher.
That'll get
them in the
That'll get them.
That'll put them in the seats.
Yeah, that's how you get butts in the seats, man. The Mandalorian and Grogu. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it.
But yeah, that was all I've seen. That was all I've seen. That was announced at D23. Well, did you see anything that I didn't see?
Oh no, the only other thing I'm only mentioning because we talked about it in a previous pod. It was Agatha all along.
Yes,
because she was there. She was at D23.
I'm so sorry because let me tell you.
Yeah, I know you're excited.
I'm so excited.
I am so surprised.
I'm so excited for this series, man.
I am so surprised that you were excited.
So excited for this series.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, because again, I will say it again. She was a shining light.
Yeah, and that's yeah.
In the dark pit that was WandaVision.
WandaVision. I will go to the grave one.
She was a shining light.
WandaVision was the best one.
Wow. Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I had even said I'm going to go back. I want to watch the 3rd season of Daredevil again.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna watch it now.
There, because there's this other guy. I think it was in the 3rd season where they introduced the Kingpin, not the Kingpin. Frank Castle as the Punisher. He's in prison. And I don't know if he fights, but he's like literally like fighting.
Oh, I remember they tried to jump him in a hallway.
That was oh my God, that was a crazy scene, man.
I don't know why you thought you could jump him in. You know, Frank Castle, right? He strikes me as one of those people. You ever just have people and like for whatever reason people think I can beat you?
Yeah.
That like if I have enough people that I can beat you.
Yeah.
And you just realize, start to realize that like, after a while, you should realize that's not the case.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're trying to make your reputation on him because it's like you done heard, he think he's bad. All right, look, this is what we gonna do.
Yeah.
He can't get all of us.
And then you realize he's one of them.
That he could get all of it.
Like he's one of them. Like you want to make a name, cool. He ain't the one to try to do that.
No, you need to go make a name on something else.
Oh yes, he's not the one that you should try to make your name on.
Go to college, get a degree, get a good job, make your name that way.
Make your name that way.
But don't make your name trying to take him out. You know what? The guy who they got playing, he literally exudes. You know, if you saw him playing again, if he was just you would look at him and think, this guy's bad news. I'm going to give him some space.
John Berthel.
Yeah,
he plays. Very similar characters.
Yeah.
In everything he's in.
Yeah.
Everything he's in.
Yeah. He's
playing this guy.
This guy. And he's bad news. It's like, you know what? Mm-mm.
Yeah. Because it's funny. That scene, because he's in the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he's that scene where they're sitting around the table for Christmas dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's holding the fork in his hand. And he's like, throw the fork at me. I'm like, he's not going to throw that fork. He's going to get up, walk very calmly over to you, and stab you in the neck with it.
Merry Christmas.
Right. And then say something like that. Right? Like, holy crap. Like, he's not someone to be played with.
Everybody was sitting at the table screaming. And then he's like.
And then he goes back and sits down and starts eting with the same fork that he just stabbed you in the neck with.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
He's not one to be played with.
You want to stay away from him.
So they couldn't. Honestly, of all the Punishers live action, best one.
Best one. I've seen all of them. And
yes, I have.
He's the best one.
And holy crap, that second one was really garbage.
Yeah.
War Machine, I think was the name of it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what a piece of. The first one was tolerable, right?
Yeah.
He just didn't seem.
Wait, did you ever see the one Dolph Lundgren? The Dolph Lundgren one?
Which one was that?
Dolph Lundgren did play the Punisher in one movie. I forgot which one he was in. It wasn't good.
I didn't know he played. Hold on, let's see. Oh, the 1989 Punisher.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, no, not good.
Oh, it wasn't good?
Nah.
I mean, if we're being honest, they were all not great.
Yeah, not great. Some of them were better than other ones.
Yes.
Than other ones.
The one with Kevin Nash, that was cool.
That was good.
He just didn't have, he didn't really seem angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
He seemed more depressed than angry.
Yeah, he didn't have that anger look. I have had such a horrible day.
Like you're looking at me wrong, so I'm going to kill your entire family because you looked at me. He didn't.
I've had a bad day. He didn't look like somebody who had a string of bad days.
Yeah, no, not at all. He looked like he just he found out that he lost his job and his in the same breath he found out that his girlfriend was pregnant by the guy who lives across the street. And then he also found out that his dog had cancer.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, bad things, not go on a killing spree.
No.
Bad things.
What's his name? Barenthal.
Yeah.
He looks like somebody who when he plays the Punisher, he looks like somebody who literally just walked away from burying their entire family.
He looked like he had a bad life.
Bad life. Not just a bad day.
Not bad day. Bad life.
And he's just looking for somebody to take it out on.
Like he was born and the doctor powerbombed him on the table instead of giving him to his mother. That's how
Yeah, he's like a bad life from day one.
He looked like all the hell he been through.
Ordinarily you hear to say, "Oh, I don't look like what I've been through." No, he looks like what he's been through.
What he been through. He looked like it. Man,
he's the type of person. If you saw him in a bar or something, you'd look at him and you're like, send him a drink.
Send him a drink. Or me.
Or me. Just don't even tell him who is rich. Just
send him the drink.
Send him a drink.
Send him the drink.
Just send him a drink. Whatever he's drinking, send him another. Get him another one because he looked like he really needed it.
Yeah. But Marvel has Marvel and Star Wars and Disney has made it. There's a lot coming down the pike.
Yeah, D23 just dropped so much stuff.
So much.
It was like incredible. Even to the point where they started talking. Is that my phone?
Yes. Yes. But yeah, there's so much.
Yeah, there's so much
coming down the pike, and it's not great for my pockets.
Nah, not at all.
Let me just say, because it's a lot of movies that I want to go see in theaters.
Yeah, but they also announced a lot. I don't know if they announced it at D23, but I know I saw it on that they're already talking about the outline that they got for the mutants.
No.
Yeah, they're already talking about the outline that they've got for the mutants.
Right, I gotta go knock over a bank. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention at D23 that was announced. There's an Inside Out TV series on the way.
Yes, they did. Yeah, I remember.
There's an Inside Out TV series on the way.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it because again, I was an emotional wreck after seeing Inside Out 2.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, everybody I know who went to see, I'm talking about the adults, I'm not interviewing children. I'm talking about all the adults who took their kids to see see that Inside Out 2. They were all like
emotional wreck.
Oh my God. I said that movie wrecked me. That movie messed me up. Yeah.
So what a lineup we have coming.
We got some stuff. D23 announced some really, really good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Because at one point I was like, well, is anything good being done anymore? But obviously yes. And we can look forward to a lot of stuff. Coming out. Yes.
But yeah. And Warner Brothers just changed their logo. I went back and looked. All that happened at DC was the logo switch. That's all they really announced was the logo switch.
That's all they did.
That's all.
I was gonna ask.
Like Marvel just hit you with 2 haymakers.
Yeah.
And all you got for me is a logo switch.
Logo switch.
Nah, I need y'all to do so much better. Yeah. But speaking of DC, now that we're here, I just recently finished the Amazon Prime Video television series.
Oh yes,
Batman.
Okay.
The Caped Crusader.
Yeah, I watched it last weekend.
Yeah.
I don't watch the whole thing.
Yeah. It's a very short.
It's a short watch.
I just stretched it out because I refused. Last week was just a very busy week.
Yeah.
And I just refused to watch it anywhere other than on a TV.
Yes.
I had opportunities to watch it on my phone, but I refused. I wanted to watch it on TV. So what'd you think? Will let. Oh, you want me to go first?
Okay.
I actually loved it.
I thought it was great.
I loved it.
A lot of people. Well, no, I won't say a lot of people. There's like a contingent of people that did not like it. I thought it was good. It was. I like I have a problem pronouncing this word. Noir and Noir.
Noir.
I love that kind of animation. Excuse me, and that kind of filming. So I was, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's how they film it, and that's how they do the animation. So it was interesting. It was good for me. It was a good watch. The story, and you know what? They took up. And I'm kind of glad they did it. I thought about it the other day after you said we were going to talk about it. I thought about it from this perspective that they took. They did with this.
Okay.
What they did with My Adventures with Superman.
Yes.
And they're kind of like retelling the Batman story.
Yes.
Without with like a lot of the old with like a lot of the characters you're familiar with, but they're telling the story
but they've all got a remix.
Yes.
That is wow. I didn't make the parallel.
Yeah.
Between that and My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah.
But that's a good take on it. I did enjoy it. I am not one. There were people who were upset that the Penguin was is now a woman. I personally didn't care one way or the other.
Yes. But they did that in the comic books too.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. In one of the comic books, they made I don't know if it was another dimension or whatever, but they made the Penguin a woman.
Yeah, see, that's like I didn't really care because she was still very much like the aura and the essence of the Penguin was still very much there and witnessed on screen.
So again, what you had to do when watching this series was pretty much what you had to do when you were watching My Adventures with Superman. You had to kind of like suspend all the stuff that you already knew.
Yes.
And just take it, and to me that made it refreshing because it's like, how many times do you want to see the Batman story rehashed?
Exactly.
You already know the story. That's why they don't even go into it. They don't even go into it like they don't even do like an origin story. He's there. He's already there. He's in existence. And again, they just tell the story from another perspective,
which is one thing I love.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you could tell that this is a still very early stages Batman.
Yep. He's very,
in the sense that he's still good, right? He's still like good at what he's doing, but you could tell he's still making mistakes.
Yep.
He's still not like his detective skills still need some honing in and some work done. He's not like, like the all-knowing Batman. He doesn't have all the gadgets. He doesn't all the gadgets.
Yeah.
He doesn't have, intimate knowledge of everything. He doesn't. He's still very much in the learning stages while he's doing this, which I think is cool. This is why I enjoyed. I don't know if you've ever seen the animated movie Batman Year One.
Yes.
Which is very much that kind of Batman, which I'm here for. I enjoyed the fact that it was kind of the time period it took place in.
Yeah.
He couldn't have all of the gadgets
that he would have
that he would normally have. Yeah, that he would have now.
Yeah.
He couldn't have all the gadgets.
No.
Why? Because they weren't a thing then.
Exactly.
Like the fact that when he's trying to figure things out, he's looking at Gotham on a glass board.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out. I'm like, it felt very old school, felt very retro, like Vincent. I loved it.
I loved it.
The only thing I hated, right?
Okay.
The only thing I hated, Harley Quinn's voice. Loved the character.
I loved
what they did with her.
The character,
Loved the fact that they didn't attach her to the Joker and that she was just crazy and maniacal all by herself.
And I love the fact that they did not kill her off immediately.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, God.
Because she just fell in the water.
Yeah.
We all know that everyone survives if you fall in the water. Everyone survives falling in the water.
You fall off a cliff into the water.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Soap operas have been doing it for decades.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
So, but I hated her voice. Her Harley Quinn voice.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Yeah. I didn't. I wasn't.
I was like,
what did you like about it?
I was, go get a cough drop. And like, no, not you, her.
Oh. Okay.
Like, that's how I felt.
Okay, because I could use one.
Yeah, like, not you, her. Like, sis, like, go get that cleared out. It was like, it felt like, right.
And like you just said, I like the fact that they introduced her without her being attached to the Joker. So if anything, she came before.
Yes,
she came before the Joker.
Yeah, because she had a whole setup going.
Yeah,
and as the end of the thing shows you, he's in some random worn down shack.
Yeah, just
in the side of Gotham.
Just perfecting whatever it is. Just perfecting, I guess, the Joker.
The Joker
Joker venom.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just perfecting that.
Yeah.
In like some random worn down shack.
Yeah.
And she had cages, and like these were very high. Like she lived in a mansion.
Yeah. Yep. She had absconded somebody's mansion, so she was living large, and was getting all their money, and had figured out ways to get all their money.
But again, her voice
was just was annoying,
an ear sore, and an otherwise really great character.
Yeah,
like for me, honestly, you change the voice actor, I got no complaints.
Okay,
this show was really good.
But good show. Other than that,
a really good show. Other than that,
it was good. It was. I like what they did. Ordinarily, when they have added Montoya to any of the shows, I'm like, I always wonder, like, why?
Right.
This was the first one out of all the Batman series they've done when they've added in Montoya that I actually like the character. And that she's actually doing a lot.
Yeah.
You know, she's actually a character instead of just somebody in the background working at the police station who you occasionally see interacting. Mm-hmm. You know, but this one, she's like really.
No, she's very involved.
She's very much involved. So I enjoyed, again, so it's like a retelling of the whole Batman thing. So it's made it interesting again.
It did. And the fact that, right, other than the Penguin, Harley Quinn, and the Joker at the end,
yep,
they gave you other characters because, again, what I have repeatedly said is Batman is a universe.
Yes.
Full of villains with very intricate, interesting stories that you can tell without relying on the usual Mr. Freeze, Joker, Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, Penguin. Like, he's got so many other characters you could tell, and people always say, but nobody knows them. And we won't get to know them if we don't ever give them a chance to shine.
Exactly. I mean, Joker may be his biggest villain and most interesting villain, but again, the other ones are just as interesting, and just as complex if you give them a chance to get their story. Now that I think about it, I don't know of any Bat villain that wasn't complex, and interesting in and of themselves. You know, yeah,
I agree. Which is why I loved. There was a Batman show. It was called The Batman. Really loved the show because the intro was like really dark, and it was a retro. It was one where he went out all in on like the suits. Mm-hmm. He had some of the coolest, just suits.
I remember that one
ever.
Yeah.
But I love that show because that show, though it had his originals in it, they definitely took time to show you some of the other villains. I'm still upset we will never get to see Brendan Fraser as Firefly.
They were going to do Brendan.
He was in the Batwoman movie that got canned and shoved into a vault.
You're talking about the Batgirl movie?
Yes, the Batgirl movie.
Yeah.
That got canned and shoved. He was playing Firefly.
I keep thinking, I keep hoping against hope that maybe that they're going to maybe get a clue and say, you know what, y'all need to release that movie.
Yeah, I might want to.
Y'all need to release that movie. I think maybe you need to go back and give it a second look and see where you could tweak it and release that movie.
Yeah, I just,
I think we're ready. I think we're ready for it, or we're ready for DC to do something at least.
Y'all got to do something.
We're ready for DC to do something.
Marvel been throwing out some haymakers. Yeah. Fight back.
Y'all got to do something.
Fight back, please. Because if we're being honest about it, right? I very much want to be Team DC.
Really?
Very much.
Okay.
Because again, there's something about the cast and characters over there that I love more than at Marvel.
Really? Okay.
But for the live action, they just can't seem to get it together.
No, animation, they got it on lock.
If their live action movies were as good as their animated movies, DC would have the game. Yeah. They would own the game.
Yep. But they did they're something they're always lacking.
Yes.
In the live action.
They can't get, and I want to root for them. I am rooting for them because again, I really do enjoy. I'm currently halfway into Crisis on Infinite Earths, the movie.
Okay. Yeah, I watched. Which part are you on?
I'm halfway. I got like because again, I don't know why I thought I could watch both of these movies starting at midnight. But I watched one, and I'm like halfway through two.
Okay. I watched both of them. I watched both.
So I'm waiting for, I'm going to watch the second one. Might have to restart it. That's fine. But I'll rewatch it.
Yeah.
And then I'm waiting because part 3 is out.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm intrigued because this all seemed very cool.
It's a good,
and they are doing the multiverse in the animated one.
Yes.
Way better.
Yes.
Than Marvel's live action multiverse movies.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm like, y'all handling this better.
Definitely.
So please, I don't know who y'all need to call. I don't need Like, I don't know what you need to, like, I don't get it because one, you have James Gunn at the helm. You've seen the Marvel sauce from the inside. You know how it's made.
You know how it's made, man.
You know how it's made.
You know how the things work. So it's like you should be able to bring that fire
over. Now, don't get me wrong. We have yet to see live action movies under your helm. Because yes, Aquaman came out, but that was before James Gunn got there.
Oh, okay. I was going to say he had something to do with that.
No, that was before he got there. So he was in charge when it came out.
By the time it came out,
by the time it came out, he was in charge. But that was before he got there. So who knows? This Superman movie
could be the game.
Could be the game changer.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it is.
I'm hoping it is.
I'm praying it is. Also, I really hope that it's not Clark Kent in Smallville because I could not care less. I watched 10 seasons of a show of Clark Kent in Smallville. I know exactly how he got to where he is and becoming Superman.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
And I've seen Superman Returns, which I will give them credit for because it wasn't a origin story Superman.
No.
It was for whatever reason he disappeared. And then he came back.
Yes. And he came back. I believe the storyline was that he went in search of Krypton or the remains of Krypton. And now then he comes back. He's coming back to Earth. That was a good way to start.
That was great. Now, all you needed to do was make that movie better.
Yeah. Yeah. It just was.
Again, the storyline was there. You just
Yeah.
You just needed to do better.
Yeah.
My Adventures with Superman. Love it.
Great.
Love it.
Yeah.
Because Brainiac was whoo.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, again, like I said, it was just once and because initially I was going to be one of those people when I first watched the first episode of the first season. I watched it and I was like, wait a minute, where's this? By the third episode, I was like, okay, I see what they're doing here.
Yeah, they said
they're suspending all of that stuff.
They said forget everything you ever thought you knew about Superman.
And I that part of my brain that has all that information in it, clicked it off and was able to enjoy
absolutely now
a good show.
Don't get me wrong, because that Superman, who was stopping him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it seemed like every problem he has, his body morphs a solution.
A solution. Something manifests.
You know what that's like?
Yeah.
That's like Goku and Dragon Ball Z. Every time, right? For majority of Dragon Ball Z, the pinnacle to reach for all Saiyans was Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Goku reached that. Then we found there was another villain who was stronger than Super Saiyan.
Okay.
So he said, oh yeah, he said, I'm going to go down, dig deep. Super Saiyan 2 came out. Goku is currently on, I believe, if I'm correct, Ultra Instinct, which is like higher than Super Saiyan. You would have thought, right? Because at one point, the highest point for Super Saiyan, they called it Super Saiyan God. Right? That was the highest point. Then he realized, no, that's not enough because there's someone out there stronger than that. So every time Goku finds a stronger villain, he gets a new form. So Superman in this one, every time he fought a stronger villain, he got a new. Because what you mean? New. Why do you have deflector shields?
Yeah, exactly.
You are Superman.
It was like, I was like, oh, that's different.
That is different.
That's different. It was okay. All right.
I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at it. Do your thing, Pip.
I'm like, come on.
Handle your business. Handle your business. Do your thing. I really enjoy my Adventures with Superman. I really enjoy that show.
I'm enjoying it.
I really just hate that you have to go week to week to watch it.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's a really great show. But again, it's animated.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not live action.
Yeah.
They haven't been doing well in that front. Though, I have started watching Superman and Lois. Really enjoying it.
That's the latest one.
Yes.
That's no longer coming. That's not coming back, I don't think.
Well, no, it's last season.
Yeah,
this season, they're ending it with this
last season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like, okay, yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. Well,
yeah,
I still have not watched the last season yet. I got to go back and watch the last season because I did watch the first two. Because there's only 3 seasons, I think, right?
Yes, and then we're getting 4, and they're ending with 4.
They're doing another one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I thought that was it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's one more.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I
could be wrong.
I thought since they were revamping all the DC stuff, I thought that was one of the ones that was being, jettisoned.
Yeah, hold on. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Superman and Lois.
Again, that was another one though that you kind of like had to suspend some of the stuff that you already knew because it was like, okay, because why is this happening? That's not canon. Don't stop with that.
Yeah, there's 3 seasons now.
Yeah.
And let's see if there's going to be a 4th.
Yeah.
Superman and...
Like I said, you had to kind of like just to suspend everything you knew. And,
yes.
And just...
There's another season coming.
Oh.
October 17th, 2024, we get the fourth season begins.
Is that going to be the final
Yes, the 4th and final season begins October 17th,
right.
2024.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
cool. They said they're good. Good. At least they're giving them an ending.
Yes.
They are giving them an ending.
But all I'm asking, DC, is just get it together, man.
Yeah.
That's
all
I'm asking. Please.
You've been around too long.
That part.
You've been around too long.
You were first.
You were first.
Yeah,
you guys were the
You had the head start of all head starts.
It's like Little Richard. You guys were the originators. You were the architects.
Hello. Like, please just get it together. Please just get it. And speaking of getting it together, come on with the segues. You know what I need to get it together?
What?
House of the Dragon.
Okay. Good segue.
House of the Dragon.
All right. When you say get it together, what do you think?
Because I'm tired of TV shows leading me from the first season.
Yeah.
There is a great war coming.
Yeah.
And you have season upon season teasing this great war. And I don't get nada.
Good point. I kind of agree. I kind of agree with you on that point because when they did I just watched the final season last night. I mean, not the final season. I just watched the last 2 episodes last night.
Okay.
I watched them and they got to the end of they got to the final episode, the season finale, and they got to the end and I was like, what? Mm-hmm. But you know what I did? I was like you. I was like, wait a minute. Wait. You've been talking about this great war coming, war. This great war is coming. It's like, all right, everything, and you see and then they show you all the factions coming together, and you're like sitting there like, all right, let's get ready, get on and popping now. See you next season.
Which, mind you,
but I watched. Ordinarily, I don't watch. They say stay tuned for the after show, the after show, and I watched the after show. And one of the guys one of the creators of the show, he said next season, he said we've done all of this stuff, and he said pretty much what you said, leading up to this war. We've been talking about the war coming. He said next season, it's war.
It better be.
And that's what I said.
It better be.
You done did all the character building. You did all the background story and all that. This next season, he said it's war.
It better be.
And it better be.
Because why was your season finale a trailer for season 3?
Pretty much.
Your season finale.
Yep. It was a trailer for the next season.
Yeah. Which we're not getting till 2026, mind you.
Yep.
2026 is when we're getting the next season.
Yep. I was like, that's why I was so upset. I was like, oh, come on. You could have did one more episode or two more episodes and gave us a little bit of war.
Here's how. Here is right. You see all these factions coming together. Yep. Here is what I thought because your show was 8 episodes. Yeah. It should have been 10.
Yeah, it should have been 10.
Here is how you ended episode 8 the way it ends. Cool. Episode 9, pick 2 of the factions.
There you go.
Right?
Yep.
You have because you got the side that's about to clash on land. Mm-hmm. You got the side that's about to clash in the sea. And if we're being honest, you got the side that's about to clash in the air.
Yep. Yep.
Right? You pick land. Mm-hmm. 1 episode. And you show me first, the first beginnings of that battle, right? Mm-hmm. And then something crazy happens. You end it. That's episode 9. Episode 10, you show me the battle at sea. Mm-hmm. You show me not the entire battle.
Nope. Just
beginning of that battle.
Yeah.
And then something crazy happens again. Mm-hmm. You end it. Season 10, because now I don't know what happened with the last battle. You showed me the beginning of another battle, and I don't even know how that one ends. Guess what? I am now excited
to see when it comes back.
Yep. What's happening.
Yeah.
That season finale I am not excited, anticipated, awaiting season 3 of House of the Dragon. No. I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I'm not.
That was yeah, they should have stretched it for 2 more episodes.
Yes.
They could have did 2 more episodes. And even if they didn't end it, again, they could have gave us some war. They could, like you said, they could have gave us something.
You could have gave me something.
Something to end off good. Because again, like I said, everything was coming together really good. I'm like sitting there like, wow, look at this. This is good. This is good. This is good. Certain part. There were certain parts of it that really, really had my heart going. Because again, it was so crazy. Like especially when they were doing the check of the bastards. That's what I'm calling it. They were checking the bastards to see who was able.
Oh man, I was
kind of like terrified. I was like, wow.
Terrified. Dang.
It was
so dark. I was cracking up.
Oh no, it was funny too.
I was hysterical.
It was really weird. I had all these emotions going on because part of me was kind of like terrified, and then the part of me was like kind of like, "Dang, that's kind of messed up."
Right?
I was kind of laughing.
I was laughing, but then again, right? What they haven't done, which is different from Game of Thrones. I went into that scene with no real holy crap, what's gonna happen? Because House of the Dragon hasn't really followed Game of Thrones in that you don't really know who's gonna live and who's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like it was very clear from the amount of episodes you gave me who was going to get the dragons.
Yeah.
You made that very clear to me. With the exception of what's the annoying guy who got the dragon.
Oh, I knew he was getting a dragon. I
kind of figured he was. I was hoping he didn't.
When they introduced his character, I was like, okay, they're introducing his character for a reason. And then when they finally started, she was looking for bastards to ride the dragon. And when they finally, I was like, okay, he's going to get a dragon.
Yeah, I was like, the other guy, the more noble of the two, I was happy for him.
Yeah, I was happy for him. The other guy, not so much.
Not so much.
He's annoying.
He's very annoying.
What I'm thinking about him, I'm thinking he's going to flip. One of the 3 new people riding dragons, I believe is going to flip. He's going to flip into the other side. And somehow,
as long as it happens after Vhagar gets jumped, I don't care.
I want to see.
As long as it happens after Vhagar gets jumped,
they had so many good scenes in that one because again, like the scene where I get them all mixed up now. And who rides Vhagar? That's not Damon.
Aemond.
When he was riding, did you figure he was getting ready to go? And then he looked up, and he's riding Vhagar, and he's on his way, like he's getting ready to go over there, wreck shop. And all of a sudden he looked, and he was like, no. He said, turn.
Because he realized.
Yeah.
He realized.
I was like.
It wasn't just Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Rhaenyra and Cyrax.
Yeah.
Sis had help.
Yep. And when he was like.
And they was waiting like, come on, we ain't going to jump you.
Hey, come on.
They was saying like, come on, we not going to jump. We not going to jump you. Come on. Like, you just want to talk? Come on, let's talk.
It was like,
let's talk.
Like grandma from the clumps. Like, come on.
Yeah. And now what's name?
You'll walk over, but you'll limp back.
Oh, you'll limp back. You'll limp back if you make it back.
I was like, that scene. And so I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, come on. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, oh, come on. Y'all cannot end this off like this.
And that's how they did it.
Can't do it.
How do we feel about Damon binge watching Game of Thrones?
Who?
Damon.
Sorry.
Damon.
What about it?
He binge watched Game of Thrones.
What do you mean he binge watched?
He binge watched. Remember when he touched the tree?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
He binge watched Game of Thrones.
I didn't think about it like that, but you're right.
He binge watched Game of Thrones.
He
binged Game of Thrones.
He was the first binge watcher.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So for those of you who have not seen Game of Thrones, if you watch that scene, you have seen Game of Thrones.
You seen Game of Thrones. He binge watched Game of Thrones. And I'm like, bro.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
That I had not thought about it. Like he binge watched Game of Thrones. That was funny.
When he touched the tree.
That was funny.
And he bent the knee, which was crazy.
Yeah. And that was a good scene when he binge watched. Yeah. That was a good scene.
That was a good scene.
I was like, oh snap.
Just reminded me just how horrible the 8th season of Game of Thrones was. But you know, and I gotta stop saying that. The 8th season wasn't bad.
No.
The last episode of the 8th season
the ending
was atrocious.
The ending was bad.
The ending was bad.
Because it was just so unexpected.
Yes.
You know.
The 8th season was beautifully shot.
Yeah, no, it was like it had the same quality of all the other.
But the last episode did tank the rating. My overall rating for the last season of Game of Thrones tanked because of that last episode. And if we're being honest, the overall rating for House of the Dragon tanked because of that season finale of season 2.
They didn't give, you know what, and I'll say like this: they didn't give us the season finale that we thought we were going to get.
Yes,
that's what it was.
You didn't leave.
You didn't give us. You didn't give us a season finale that we thought we were going to get.
Yeah, you didn't make me want to say, "Hey, we need this one now."
Now, like
I could wait, and you better hope when it come back
that I remember,
and that I'm intrigued.
that I'm intrigued enough to come
back and watch it. You better hope.
Yeah.
Better hope. Yeah. That promo is going to have to be impeccable.
Yeah. That is going to have to be a killer promo.
Yes.
They're going to have to show you something in the promo that's going to make you go like, okay, all right, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Other than that, because by the time that comes out in 2026,
yes,
there will be a million other things that will be calling your attention.
Hello.
That will be calling your attention.
So y'all better hope for the best.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can talk about old girl getting a dragon too. Who couldn't? She was originally supposed to ride Dreamfire. Mm-hmm. But Dreamfire was like, nah, it ain't you, sis. But then when she left the Vale.
Yes.
And she went searching and she found. I'm like, why are we sitting here? You're sitting here trying to act like sis is not about to get on that dragon.
But wait a minute. That part was good. I enjoyed that.
No, that was really great.
Wait. The part of that I had a problem with was that she just left everybody. They were going to an
She royalty.
She just left.
She just left.
Wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be watching her kids?
Well, no. Remember, they got kicked out.
Yeah, but Yeah, they got.
Oh yeah, she was supposed to be, and she said, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, she was like, "No, there's a."
She was like,
"She said there's a dragon around here
"Yeah,"
somewhere."
she said,
"Without a rider."
"Mm-hmm."
and I want to ride a dragon, but I ain't got one, and I can't ride that one because he's too small.
He's too small.
So I'm gonna go and try and find.
That was fun too. Seeing the tiny dragons.
I
didn't know
cool.
that was something I wanted to see until we got there.
Yeah,
but that was cool to see small dragons. I was like, dang, I want a dragon. After that episode, I went and looked at my bearded dragon, and I was like, bro, you just such a disappointment.
he's
like at the very least, you could just breathe fire.
He's like, all right, you come in here tomorrow, and I have wings, and I'm breathing smoke. Yeah.
Then we getting somewhere. Then we are getting somewhere.
Oh goodness.
Drew me. If that happened, we are getting somewhere.
He's like, this what you want?
Yes.
He's like,
yes. That is what I want.
He's sitting up there with his wings unfurled and breathing smoke out of his nostrils.
I'd be like, oh snap. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'd be hyped for it. So who knows, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not excited for the next season of House of Dragon. We're only getting 2 more anyway.
Oh, they only gonna do 2 more?
Yeah, 2 more. They're ending it with season 4.
Actually, they could end it with season 3.
I mean, if we're being honest about it,
being honest, they could season 3
extend season 3.
Extend. There you go.
Extend season 3.
Extend season 3 and let it be a wrap.
Call it a day.
Let it be a wrap. Release these people to go on and do other things so that they can
do other things.
So they can
yes.
do other stuff.
But yeah, that's a House of the Dragon was the thing. And speaking of which, right? Not speaking of which, this is not a segue into anything at all. Maybe it is because I wasn't impressed the first time I watched it. But Saturday. This is completely off topic from what we were just talking about. I rewatched The Eternals.
Okay.
With my dad.
Okay.
That wasn't as bad as I remembered. That was actually, if you take it away, right? From everything else, it's a really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. When I first watched it, right? Well, I've seen it twice, right?
Yeah.
I was like, this was crap.
Yeah.
And in comparison, still riding the high from Endgame, I was like, this was crap. Because if I'm not mistaken, this was like the first movie
after Endgame.
Yeah. You had a lot going for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was not the movie to
release right
after Endgame.
No. That should have come before that. And so that should
right.
Yeah.
But watching it again, I don't know what made me watch it differently. I really enjoyed even just the story and the premise of the movie.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
Okay. I was getting ready to say, what made you enjoy it the third time? Because this is like the third time you watched it. I've watched it twice, so maybe the third time is the charm.
Yeah, I was sitting there, I was watching it, and I was like, this isn't that bad.
Okay.
This was actually real. The story was really good. Because at first I was like, the story is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. What are we talking about? The story isn't as stupid as I initially said.
Okay.
I really quite enjoyed the movie. I am excited now that that we're finally exploring some of its after effects. Because again, as we stated in I think last pod, they fly by the Eternal and Captain America. And apparently, from more reading that I've been doing, rumor is that the Cersei turned it into adamantium.
Really?
Yes. And that there's a war now trying to mine the adamantium.
Wow. Because I was wondering, I heard that adamantium was playing a role in this one. Yeah. And that there was going to be like a little war or skirmish to see who would get it first.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, I had thought at one point that Wakanda was going to share their adamantium with.
Well, Wakanda has vibranium.
Oh, that's right. And
different metal.
Different metal. That's right. Vibranium.
Different metal. Wakanda has vibranium.
Okay, got it now. All right, I'm good.
Yeah. I thought it was crazy because I was under the impression this entire. Well, then again, no. If she turned it into adamantium, that just created a whole supply of it. Because until now, the only adamantium that was left
was in Wolverine,
and now X-23.
Yeah. And the thing with adamantium is that it's hard to mine.
Yes.
It's hard to get.
It's very difficult to get.
Yeah.
And like that. Hello, have you seen X2?
Yeah.
William Stryker gave you a whole thesis on adamantium, how difficult it is to mine, how difficult it is to melt, and once you melt it, you need to keep it that way because otherwise you will not be able to use it again.
Yep.
He made that very clear in X2.
Yep.
So very intrigued to see now
what they're gonna do with it.
What they're gonna do with it.
Especially that much that was a huge hand.
Hello.
That's a lot of.
And his face was like, that's a lot of adamantium.
Oh, I wonder why did she? Well, since you watched it, do they go on? Why did she? Now, did they say that she changed it into that it was adamantium in the Eternals?
No, she just killed it.
And so this was reading you did afterwards.
Yes.
Okay.
This was reading I did afterwards that she just like in Eternals she just killed it.
Yeah.
To save Earth.
And so then you find out later on that she changed it into adamantium.
Yes, apparently what rumor is what they're gonna say in Captain America is that it is now they changed it to adamantium or somewhere inside.
There's some
adamantium.
Got it. Okay, that's interesting.
So, but yeah, I rewatched the movie. I was I
have to give it a rewatch.
I thought it was
and
really
it's funny
good.
you mentioned it because I going through a list of movies and stuff. Every time I look at the Eternals, I keep saying, you know what? I think I need to give that a rewatch.
My dad was saying the same thing. Yeah. So like we were home because my mom was out with her church. So we were just the two of us, and I was just like, you know what? It's kind of in the way, right? I was rewatching the MCU in timeline order.
Oh, okay. I tried to do that one time.
Eternals was in the way.
Yeah, that's what.
Like I can now go continue my rewatch because Eternals was in the way.
I think that's where I got stuck at too.
Yeah. Eternals was just I can't get past it. So now it's there. So now I've gotten past it, so I can continue my rewatch of the MCU in timeline order. Yeah, but I just wanted to put that out there that after rewatching it again, I don't hate it as much as I did when first.
Okay.
It's a really good movie. It doesn't belong in the MCU because I still think it was very crappy reasons given why they did not
participate
with Thanos.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because they knew who Thanos was.
Yes. Actually, it did.
What?
I have to take that back. It is a very good explanation. In Eternals, the Celestial is born when the Earth reaches a certain population. Why stop Thanos, who was trying to cut the population in half? Salma Hayek's character, Ajax, wants to stay on Earth. She's trying to save Earth and not have the Celestial be born. She wants to stop the Celestial from being born.
Well, would Earth have to be destroyed if the Celestial
was born? The Celestial was born. It absorbs, it is born from Earth, destroys Earth, absorbs all of the energy from Earth.
Got it.
From the Earth.
Oh, so then
Thanos helped that with the snap.
Okay.
Because half the Earth's population is gone.
Yeah.
So then, it delayed it because there's no more,
Yeah. No, I got you.
People on Earth.
I got you.
So it delayed it. So it does explain why you wouldn't help with Thanos if your end goal is to save the Earth.
Okay.
And not stopping Thanos.
Gotcha.
You're saving the Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's why they didn't get involved. And so then, but as you were talking about that, so then would you consider, is Galactus considered a Celestial?
I mean, he the same size as them.
Yeah, would he be considered because again, he's a world eater.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine so.
Okay, I gotta look that.
He don't look like them.
No,
but
you gotta look that up.
Yeah.
He might be a renegade.
Yeah,
a renegade celestial. Yeah.
But yeah, that was all. I just wanted to bring that up. That
I got to give it a watch. I definitely now because you said that it's involved in Captain America and the Captain America movie. I definitely got to give it a watch now.
Yeah. So. Yeah, this was fun.
Definitely.
This was fun.
This was good.
Oh, quick question. We won't talk about it. Have you seen Deadpool Wolverine yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Nope.
Cool. Because I was asked because Juju's waiting.
He's waiting to hear what I thought about it?
Yeah. No, he wants to be here.
Oh, he wants to do it.
When we discuss it.
Got it. Okay.
So, yeah.
I will probably try and get it done. Excuse me. I'll probably try and go see it this week.
Okay. Cool. Oh, also, I'll talk to you about it off mic. Just remind me, this week, something's happening this week. I got to talk to you about it off mic. A couple things. But this was fun.
This was good.
This was good. Another one in the can.
Another one.
And until the next one.
We out.
Peace.